Howdy, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, and just yesterday I was in Buffalo. If you saw the previous video I just uploaded about Caterpillar 330, that was such a nice excavator. You know, old 2002, but started no problems, was driving great. The only thing was a bit annoying at the end there when I was unloading. The windows were foggy and I couldn't make that fog disappear. I didn't have any rags on me. And one curious thing about unloading was that I was following my permit and I ended up at the intersection, pretty much in downtown, like old area of Buffalo. And I see a sign with the name of my customer and it says office, go this way, shipping, receiving, turn right. And I see that at the far away it's a dead end, you know, and I'm like 75 feet long with this huge excavator oversized, and so I'm supposed to turn right, but there's light posts on the corner, you know, like in a lot of, it's very narrow road. And I just parked the truck there, you know, put my flashers on, and I walk to the office. And the guy comes out and he says, why do they do this? I told them, don't come from this. You have to come from the Young Street over there. And I said, no big deal. I'll just turn around. And so I drove past the intersection and tried to back into the intersecting road and then turn around. Did not work. That road was too narrow. And there were signs there. So basically I ended up backing probably like 300 meters 900 feet, backing with an oversized excavator back to the main road. I think it was Broadview or Broadway, just near Highway 62 in Buffalo. And that's the only way was to get out, but it's a 4-lane highway. Like, it's a city highway, you know, very slow speed, but still, like. And some guy was walking by, asked me you have a lighter? I said no. And then he saw what I was trying to do, like I was trying to back, and I went out, I checked, but of course it's useless because, you know, if there's nobody now, by the time you get in the cab, there'll be traffic, and it's like, it's real risky, but I had no other choice. I just started getting the back of the trailer slightly, you know, towards the street, watching my mirrors, but I cannot see. And then I stopped, and then I see this guy who was asking me for the lighter. He stopped and he started, you know, pointing to me. He says, wait, okay, go, wait, what are you doing? Like some guy was trying to cut off. But basically that guy, thank you very much, you know, some anonymous guy helped me a lot. Just, all you need is just one more pair of eyes. It was really nice of him. Without him, and then by the time I finished turning, there was maybe like 10 cars parked on this direction and maybe 5 cars on the other direction. People were like, you know, probably reaching for their guns and bazookas, you know. And then I just went a couple of streets over, took that street, and that street was pretty much going straight into the gate, you know. And it's a big construction company. They have big machines in there, and so there's no way you can go from any other direction. So anyway, I made the delivery, right, and then they gave me a load picking up in Baltimore, 300 miles away. And when I read the carrier confirmation, it said, yeah, sorry for the noise. There's right next to me, there's your guy's favorite Kenworth W900 with straight pipes. And the guy's idling is like 50F outside. I don't know. He's probably one of those guys that like to sleep at minus 40. Never mind. And so yeah, I read the carrier confirmation and it says Wirtgen, cold planer, and I had some cold sweat rolling down my back because if you remember, I had one of these from the auction north of Toronto. When the thing was sliding, the tracks were not working. It's one of those stupid road machines that takes off the pavement. And I called the boss. I said, are you sure this will work on my trailer, because I have the raised center, right? And I know that these machines, you know, if it has the tracks are too close together, like how do you load it? Like my ramps Like on the Kaufman, I think when I was doing that one, I had to take my ramps off and move them to the center, and even then it was a pain in the butt. And the boss says, oh, I'm thinking, as I look at the picture, I'm thinking the front tracks will go on your rails in the middle. And I'm thinking, okay, how is that gonna work? Because how do I raise the thing from the ground to there? Because the ramps are on the sides, right? But anyway, what do you do? Like, the money was good, so I drove there, and I spent the previous night, I was in the small truck stop in Liberty, Pennsylvania. That Exxon in there, they renovated everything there. Like, I hadn't been there like 3 years. I walk inside, geez, like a nice truck stop, you know. And so I stayed there, and then I drove to the port. Checked in, everything's good. Found my machine. Of course, I checked in at the wrong terminal as usual. I go to the shed 12, and I said, I need this. Oh, it's follow directions. And actually, the guy gave me a piece of paper here. Stop sign, turn this way, so I was there before, I remembered. But again, it's like always my fault, but they're all similar, you know, you never remember which one. So anyway, I go there, and the guy says, I said, I'm not sure, I have to look at it. So I grabbed my measuring tape, and I said, where's the machine? I said, before I come into the yard, because he looked at my paperwork, but then I said, I just want to go inside and see, and look at it. Because it's not a big one, it's a smaller one, only 20 metric tons, 44,000 pounds. And there are two of these sitting there, one mine, smaller one, I checked the serial number, and the other one was a monster, like 60,000 pounds. Thanks God, I thought, okay, I'm not picking that one. And I look at this, and right away I see that the tracks are too close together on the front. But the funny thing is that they were just a little bit wider than my rails. You know, like the rails on the trailer in the middle, they are 45 inches. Like from the edge to the edge, 45 inches. This machine, I measured inside the tracks, it was 45.5. So basically, you try to put it there, it'll fall, right? It'll have to sit on the deck, but with, I don't know, 5 millimeters on each side. So technically you can drive it there, I mean the front, but then in the front there was some metal parts in there. So basically it would scratch the heck out of my trailer, and still, you know, it was impossible to do it from the front because it's, and then the rear, I'm not even talking about the rear. So basically I went inside and I said, guys, do you have, I see they have a big crane there. I said, do you have any way of, I know it's, you probably, the answer is going to be no, because I know the port people, you're always on your own over there. And I said, I see a crane. Can you guys lift this thing and just put it on my trailer? I'll figure out something with blocks. I'll put blocks under these tracks to make it sit a bit taller. And the girl in there, such a cute girl, says billing clerk, and she opens the window and she looks at it like this, you know, like I'm standing, and they have this mobile trailer, and it's like half a floor down, and there's signs everywhere, do not knock on the window, and all the windows are closed, so you have to sit there, you have to stand there like an idiot. You know, like I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, and all the windows are tinted. You cannot see what's inside, right? And you just have to stand there like pretending you're just there by accident, you know. And then finally the window opens. Yes, can I help you? And a cute girl, and she was the billing clerk, looks at me like this, you know, because she sits like at the bottom. And she says, yeah, it's $200, flat fee. I said, wait a second, that sounds like low, you know, like for a crane. And she says, no, it's $200 US, they can load it for you. I said, what do you mean load it for me? Oh, they will drive it on the trailer. I said, no, I was just telling you like for half an hour that it's not going to work on my trailer. The only way to load this is with a crane. And some guy jumps out from the rear office. No, we cannot do that. This machine does not have lift eyes. It's not designed to be lifted. If you have a wrong trailer. I said, you have a wrong load for my trailer, sir. And okay. I said, yeah, they gave me this load. Like, what am I supposed to do, right? You never know. You have to see, like, all these, you know, internet and, I know, pictures. Until you see, then you know. Is it going to work or is it not going to work? And I decided it's not going to work. It was my call. And so I went to the truck stop and had some dinner. Worked on the movie because I'm still having trouble finding a reliable editor. I found one great editor, but my computer has a very high resolution, and when I loaded that free editor, I forgot the name, VideoPad, I heard from somebody before there was a good, and I loaded on my computer, like, you cannot read the letters. You know, I'm not wearing glasses, my eyesight is not bad, but that thing, because of high resolution of the screen, everything is so cramped, it's basically unusable. I had to delete it, and I ended up just uploading 2 separate videos to YouTube, and then using YouTube internal editor to combine these 2 clips and split one of them, and that's what happened with this previous Caterpillar 330 video. I couldn't add titles. I had the title plays for 30 seconds, so I know some guys would shoot themselves, you know. Usually I keep them like 3-5 seconds, so I'm sorry about that. So for now, you see no titles, no heavy haul TV, just in the episode, because all the software, it's like, it's funny, even that iMovie compared to what I'm trying to use here, it was so much nice. Look at this heavy haul guy. What do we have? 4-axle Kenworth W900 with a cat, 4-axle trailer, so 3+ flip. Yeah, lots of interesting trucks in here. And so then what I did, so I had a dinner, and then I decided to call an Uber, go for a ride, and I book, and it says, yeah, your Uber's on the way, ETA 5 minutes. And I look at this small car, I send the guy a message, the car was moving, I sent the guy a message saying that I'm at the main entrance of the TA truck stop. Then my phone rings, and the guy says, the ETA changed, now it's going to be 20 minutes. So what are you talking about? I saw on the screen you were like 3 minutes away. Oh no, but I said, wait, so you found another ride? He says, yeah. I said, no, I'm not going to wait 20 minutes, sorry. And I click on cancel, and as soon as I cancel, I receive an email from Uber saying that because I canceled, it was more than 5 minutes after I placed the order, I was fined $5. So what? Or if you think that it's not right, go to the help menu in the app. Okay, I went to the help menu. I said, Jesus, the guy canceled pretty much on me, right? So he found another ride. Okay, we'll give you a credit. All right, so then I found another lady, another driver, and I see it's a female name. Okay, driving a Prius. Okay, and then she shows up, and she says, I'm on the phone. It's okay with you? I said, yeah, sure. And then we're driving one way, and then she brought it back, and she's talking like on a very personal subject of marriage. She's talking to her friend, and it's so loud, like the car is so small. Oh, and he's asking me, when are you guys gonna get married? And I said, well, you've been longer than us together. When are you gonna get married? And so he changes the topic, and it's like going on and on, like 2 girls talking on, of course, marriage is like a sacred thing, right? And then she takes me to the place where I was going, and then she waits there, and then I get in and we drive back, and she's on the phone again, and it's the same thing over and over again, and I'm like, what the heck? And I guess she called somebody else, like another friend, and she's going exactly through the same topic about, like, some guy asked her, because she's living with a guy, so she thinks they're married to her, but this guy was asking her, when are you guys gonna get married? And she's like, when are you gonna get married? And I'm like, by the time we reached back the truck stop, I was ready to shoot myself, but it's a good thing that Canadians are not armed. And so I said, thank you, have a good day. Well, she did ask me if I mind, like, do you okay with you? I said, yeah, but I did not expect the call to be at like full volume for 20 minutes to and from. And it's like she's talking to me because, it's such a small car, right? So when are you gonna get married? See, I'm not gonna get married. Forget it. So That's what we're doing now. And dispatch emailed me saying they have a load in Massachusetts for Monday, something legal dimensions, no permits, nothing. So I'll have to do some more deadhead on Sunday to Mass, pick up some stuff and bring back to Canada. Those are the plans. Sorry for the windy video once again. I'm Sergey in Baltimore, Maryland. Have a good weekend, boys and girls. Be good.